Arsenal 1, Aston Villa 2, and yeah, what can I say? We've lost at Villa Park. 3 points to Aston Villa, credit to them. Um, on 33 points, Villa just 3 points behind us, and City are 5 points behind us at the time of making this video, and they're just about to play. I believe the game has actually just started now. We'll be checking into that shortly, but yeah, Arsenal have just lost and I'm deflated, honestly. I think I've calmed down a bit from the initial just reaction from the loss, but really this has been this was a poor game. It's been a poor run of games actually. The past week of football from Arsenal hasn't been good. Um, we didn't play well today. We didn't play well midweek. We got the win. We're poor against Chelsea, and today we're poor again. And I will just get into the performances shortly, but I thought Raya, he did okay, but we conceded 2 goals. We lost the game. Not much criticism of him. For most of the game, he was probably the best player because everybody else was just so poor. Kelly Afori, he didn't offer us as much as he usually does, especially going forward. Defensively, he looked shaky in moments. I think overall, defensively, just as a team, we look so shaky. The absence of Saliba and Gabriel can definitely be felt. I thought Timber was okay in parts, but I mean, Timber's such a rash defender. He really likes to get stuck in and try win the ball early, and in doing so, he sometimes overcommits. And I felt today he was getting forward a lot and sometimes rushing into challenges. I thought Hinkapie was okay for the most part, but you know, I don't know. I don't know. I thought he was okay. I thought Ben White was also okay. But I really think like the rest of the pitch, that's where everything went wrong. Of course, like if you look at the goals we conceded, like especially the last goal, it was a scramble, it was haphazard, it was all over the place. We weren't secure. And you can see like positionally the space that was open in the pitch, it wasn't good enough. But in my opinion, based on how we've played this season, structurally as a team, our shape shouldn't change that much. It's players coming into a certain shape. If you look at it, we still have our starting midfield, we still have our starting attack. The beginning of the season, players like Saka were struggling with injury. We had Martinelli injured, we had Madueke out, we had Gyökeres, we had um Odegaard out. We had so many attacking players not available. Now we have basically all of them back, and they're not doing anything, even though they're all there, and we're rotating them. We're bringing some of them off the bench, but our defenders, a few of them are out, and we just the whole team capitulates suddenly. And I think this just speaks to how poor we are in every other department except for the defense. Like we are shocking. Zubimendi, nothing. He offers nothing. He shouldn't be playing the central defensive midfield position. He should be playing further up the pitch because at the end of the day, Zubimendi is a better passer of the ball than Rice. He's more comfortable on the ball than Rice, and he's a liability if he's the last man just in front of the defense. Rice didn't do much today, back to his usual averageness. He's not an eight. He's not a midfield maestro. Um, Odegaard was nothing game as usual. He's been doing this for like what 3 fucking years now of just nothing games, poor performances, and that's what he did today. And it's not surprising. He had one shot, a really good shot today, which is probably the first shot I've seen from him in ages. Like I don't remember the last time I've seen him shoot from outside the box, but besides that, he didn't do anything. Eze was horrific. This was the worst Eze performance I've seen in my life. I didn't watch him a lot at Palace. Only saw him in moments, but this was the worst performance I've seen this season from an individual player. He was shocking. Defensively, he was poor. He wasn't getting the ball. He was falling over himself. He didn't provide anything at all. And I don't know why Arteta, excuse me, I don't know why Arteta persists to play him on the wing. He's not a winger. He's not. He's never been a winger. You either play him in the 10, in the left 10, or you don't play him. But Arteta, being who he is, as stubborn as he is, wanting to have Zubimendi in the six, have Rice box to box, have Odegaard in the right 10, and then trying to just squeeze Eze into that right 10 and just fixing things instead of switching it up. At the end of the day, it's not working in this midfield. This midfield is horrific. We don't play good football. This season we haven't played good football. Like even when we come, you can watch my reactions. Even when we come away from games and we've won, I'm not convinced by the way we're playing. I'm more so convinced by the solidity, the structure, how tough we are to beat. The Rice defensive work rate, the set pieces. It's these small things. Gabriel, Saliba. Especially Gabriel this season, it's things like that. Timber at right back just being a monster. But in terms of playing the game, we don't play good football at this club. We don't anymore. We don't, and we haven't. And we've invested so much in attacking players. Eze, Madueke, and Gyökeres this season, and none of them are firing. None of them. I don't care what people say about Eze, but his performances have not justified paying 60, 70 millions for this guy. It just hasn't. It just hasn't justified it. Um, I think Saka's a non-starter. Like he's not doing it. He's not been it, and I'm at the point now where I believe Saka is not what we thought he was, and he'll never be that. And that's it. He's an average, decent player who's got decent abilities in terms of being able to protect the ball, hold the ball, some decent decision making skills, but the actual quality, I didn't see him beat. When's the last time Saka's beat his man? When's the last time he goes at someone and he attacks and he drives and he makes the right decision? Yes, he contributed greatly towards that first goal because and also the chance that he created for White. I understand that, but it's not good enough from him. It's not like he's not an Olise. He's not better than Burmo. He's not better than most wingers right now in world football. And the state of wingers in world football right now is nothing to talk about. So, man, I didn't think he was. I thought he was slightly better than other guys today, but he wasn't good. Like he wasn't. Marino was again also very poor. Another he was very very poor. And to be fair with him, he's been good in the last 2 3 games. He's not really a striker. He's filling in there. And he's been performing, so the manager persists with him, gives him another game. But I think he was just tired. I mean, he wasn't offering anything. But Gyökeres came on and also didn't offer anything. So now what? Trossard came off the bench and scored a goal and went off again because he's not fully fit. But Trossard did more in those 20 minutes than a bunch of other players have done for us all season. And it's like the attacking player at this team is not convincing enough. It's just not. It's just not convincing enough. And um, yeah, man, I don't want to overreact, but I feel like this game is a good opportunity to really look at ourselves and look at our performances. Just this result was coming because we haven't been playing good football. We haven't. No one can tell me that we've been amazing. We're just a very difficult team to beat with some above average players and better players than most teams. Most teams in this league don't have better players than us, but we don't actually play good football. Today, Villa played better than us. Tielemans bossed the midfield, and Tielemans isn't a world class player. He's not amazing. He's not a crazy player. Morgan Rogers isn't a crazy player. He's not. Morgan Rogers is not levels. But he comes against Arsenal and he bosses it and he dominates and he's a problem. Odegaard is not a problem. Teams don't sit there and think how we're going to stop Martin Odegaard. They don't because he's poor most of the time, because he's ineffective, because he doesn't have the physicality. So yeah, man, it's just it is what it is, and um if we don't win the league this season, I, I don't know where next for this football club, because it's been 6 fucking years with Mikel Arteta. It's been phases, it's been projects. We had Edu, we had Josh say be excited. We now have Berta. We've tried so many different things, and it's like this manager, if he can't get it over the line this season, he will never ever. Even as a club, I don't see where we go next, because we don't, like, under this manager, like, I don't feel like we're convincing enough. And I heard some of the reactions after the game. Settle for a draw, go for a draw. And yes, maybe towards the end of the game, the last 5 10 minutes, you could look at it and say, yeah, we're probably not going to get anything from this game. However, going into it, we were supposed to try and win this game, and not once did I feel we were trying to do that. When we equalized, when we got a goal back, that was it. Immediately after that, within 5, 10 minutes, Villa were on top of us again. Why are Villa on top of us when we're trying to go for the league? You have Odegaard on the pitch and you have Villa dominating us. The guy's been injured. He's back. He's fresh. We've eased him in and he's doing nothing. Saka is doing nothing. But these are things that fans don't talk about. These are things that people don't acknowledge. Only when we lose, that's when it's gonna be. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be belly up. And I'm only saying this also because at the end of the day, this was coming, and this result is a culmination of poor performances that we've been putting in and being unconvincing in attacking phases of play. Yes, there may be moments where we're good. There may be a spark from Eze, but overall, structurally, in terms of the setup, the midfield, for us to actually go at teams and dominate and create wave and wave of attack. We don't set up that way. And yeah, man, I don't know what else to say. I don't know what else to comment on. But next game against Club Brugge in the Champions League. Hopefully we bounce back. We have Wolves next weekend. So these should be winnable games. Um I'm confident we'll still win them. I'm confident that we can still do something this season. It's not all doom and gloom, but certain things have to be addressed. The midfield has to be addressed. The manager has to come up with ways of actually playing more fluid football. If that's pushing Zubimendi further up, do that. If that's starting Eze and playing him in his proper, most effective position, give him more opportunities to play as a left hand. Don't put him out wide on the wing. If that means giving Nwaneri more minutes, then do that. Because Nwaneri, I don't see what Nwaneri can't do that Madueke and Saka are currently doing. Maybe Saka, you could say he still has a bit of end product, but the manager is just he's driving me insane, bro. Like it's just it's driving me insane. And man, if we fuck this up,